What's up, everybody? Welcome back. All right, so going to be working a little bit more on my playthrough of Lake today. As per usual, unfortunately, I did wake up late again this morning. I was up late last night again, trying to get shit done. It's just... this new job is killing me, man. It's... Even on my days off, I still have to stay up late to try to get more shit done because I can't get, like, anything done during like the actual work week, and it sucks. But gotta make money somehow, and unfortunately I'm not a popular enough content creator to actually make any money off of any of my shit, at least at the time I'm recording this. Who knows, maybe I'll be super popular by now, but highly doubt that. Considering I've been doing this for fucking over 10 years now and still have less than 1,000 subscribers on YouTube at the time I'm recording this. Who knows, maybe by the time I get around to uploading this, I'll break 1,000 on YouTube. Maybe I'll even break 1,000 on Rumble. Who knows? But, yeah, that's, it's been a bit rough. There's been so much crap going on in my personal life with, again, my mom and sister moving away and then, starting this whole new job, trying to figure all that shit out, and this whole thing with my dad and his fiance and shit, and it's just... and then all the craziness going on in the real world, too. It's just, oh my fucking god, it's a lot. It's a lot sometimes, so... Genuinely, I'm glad to be here today, just sitting in this studio, chilling, vibing, and enjoying a nice iced beverage, because it gets fucking hot as balls in this fucking studio. So, yeah. Before we get going today, though, I did actually want to read a short prepared statement. I said something yesterday when I was doing Splatoon 3 during my intro of that I wanted to clarify a little bit. Particularly when I said that... Well, let me just say... Again, I haven't necessarily been thinking straight lately. Again, my mind has just been all over the fucking place. I don't always do the best job of explaining myself or expressing my thoughts clearly. And again, especially with everything going on, my mind has just been all over the fucking place, honestly. So I didn't do the best job of articulating a specific point that I made yesterday, and I just want to clarify that. So... Yesterday when I was playing Splatoon 3, I made a comment, something to the likes of that I was sorry, and I put that kind of in quotation marks, for things that I said in the past, that I was sorry for things I said in the past. And that's not necessarily what I meant when I said that. I was not necessarily trying to apologize for things that I said in the past. The only things that I would truly apologize for, as far as things I said in the past, were certain things I said during the COVID pandemic. Because I was just going based off of the knowledge I had available at the time, and I was still going with the premise that I had just a little bit of faith left in the medical establishment, and that was a total mistake on my part. So I do apologize for that. Because some of the things I said during the pandemic were correct, but other things were way off base, and I apologize for that. That I do genuinely apologize for whatever that's worth. I know apologies don't mean jack fucking shit in this day and age, but I am genuinely sorry for that. So that's one of the very, 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 very few times you guys will ever hear me apologize for anything, because, again, it's pretty much pointless to apologize for anything in this day and age, because when you take one fucking step out of line, you disagree with someone on one small little thing, suddenly you become public enemy number one in their mind. And that's unfortunately how a lot of people think these days, and it's a really shallow and stupid way of thinking, in my opinion. People these days just are so close-minded, they think that everyone else has to agree with them on every little fucking thing, otherwise you're the enemy, or whatever. And that's not always the case. In some cases it's the case, but it's definitely not always the case. Some people are just too damn uptight about shit, and yeah. But anyway, I did want to clarify what I meant, what specifically I meant yesterday when I said that I was, again, quote-unquote, sorry for things that I've said in the past. Okay, so let me just read this prepared statement. Hopefully, again, because when I speak off the cuff, I tend not to express my opinions very well or very clearly. Again, I'm not always the best at doing that. So, again, I'm going to read this prepared statement. Hopefully it makes things very clear. I've always liked to joke around about things, and in the past, I didn't always do the best job of making it clear when I was joking about something. There's a reason why now I put in the description of all my videos not to take anything I say too seriously. Are there things I've said in the past that I have said that I now regret saying? Absolutely. But honestly, I'm glad I made those mistakes so that I had the opportunity to learn from them and try to do better and be better moving forward. God knows I'm definitely not perfect, and I'm sure that I'll make plenty of mistakes in the future. But I'll do the best I can to keep improving myself, and that's all I can promise. So in conclusion, do I apologize for saying certain things in the past? Not necessarily. I'm sorry if people took things I said in the past too seriously or misinterpreted what I was saying, and I'll continue to try to make it more clear when I'm joking about something so that people don't misunderstand or misinterpret my intentions. And that's basically what I was trying to say yesterday when I said I apologize for certain things I've said in the past. Again, with regards to the COVID stuff, that I do genuinely apologize for whatever that's worth. But anything else I've said in the past, again, guys, I like to joke around about shit. And in the past, I definitely did not do the best job of making it clear when I was joking. And that's my fault. That's on me. Do I apologize for it? No. Again, I'm glad I made those mistakes. I had to make those mistakes in order to learn from them and be better and be the person that I am today. And the person that I am today, I'd like to think is better than the person I was in the past. Perhaps I'm just being arrogant. I try not to be arrogant. I don't know. I know there's always room for improvement. Again, God fucking knows I am very far from perfect, but I try to do the best I can to improve myself as a person and all that stuff, and that's all I can do. So, again, I will try to make things a bit more clear in the future. I feel like recently I have done, like in the past couple years again, especially in the aftermath of the COVID pandemic, I feel like I've done a lot better job of making things a bit more clear, and I will continue to do that. But I know in the past, because I know people like to go through your whole internet history and dig up dirt on you, and I'm sure there's plenty of content there as far as my past is concerned. I know I didn't do the best job of that in the past. So just keep that in mind when you're watching my past content. Again, like I said yesterday when I was playing Splatoon 3, I am not the person that I used to be. I just want to make that clear. There are some things in the past that I've said that I would still agree with to this day, but certainly not everything. We go through life, we learn things, and we change our opinions based on what we have learned, based on new information. And it's okay to do that. You don't have to. It's okay to be a little bit inconsistent sometimes. And I know people these days are like, oh, you always have to be consistent about everything all the time. Like, no, you don't. You can admit that, yeah, okay, I fucked up. I was wrong about something. I made mistakes. I have a different opinion now than I did fucking like a couple years ago or whatever. Okay, because I learned new information. It's okay to change your mind about certain things. It's okay to be a little inconsistent sometimes. That's not always necessarily a bad thing. I know people always want to think that that's a bad thing. That's not necessarily a bad thing all the time. But that's just my opinion. So anyway, I just wanted to clarify that, make sure there's no misunderstandings about what I said. Again, do I necessarily apologize for all the dumb shit I've said in the past? No. Again, I am sorry if I didn't do the best job of making it clear when I was joking about certain things. Because a lot of the shit I've said, a lot of the like crazy shit that I've said in the past, I was just joking half the time. But I did not do the best job of making that clear. That's basically what I was trying to say there. So I apologize for not making it clear, was what I was trying to say. So hopefully you guys understand. Anyway, we came here today to play some video games and all that good shit, so that's enough of me rambling. Again, I unfortunately, I did wake up a little bit late today. It's already like about 8 o'clock, but hopefully should still have some decent time to fuck with. Again, I was not planning on completing this playthrough today anyway. I didn't think I was going to. So hopefully when my dad is gone on vacation, my main priority is going to be completing this game and Bayonetta 2. Bayonetta 2 should be pretty easy to complete. Well, not easy necessarily, but again, I have beaten that game before, so I know like about how much longer that game is. Although it was actually a little bit longer than I remembered, so yeah, is what it is. But with this game, I have no fucking idea how long this game is, so we'll see, I guess. But yeah, that's going to be my main priority when my dad goes on vacation. He's actually leaving on Thursday, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, that is absolutely going to be my main priority, my main focus while my dad is on vacation, is completing both my playthrough projects and getting those wrapped up before my dad's fiance moves in with us. Because again, I have no fucking clue what my recording schedule is going to look like when she gets here. Again, there's a very, very, very real possibility that I will not be able to record any content with commentary for quite some time, unfortunately, which sucks a big fat dick, but what are you gonna do, right? Them's the breaks. I'm still gonna create a lot of fun content without commentary during that time, which will still be fun. You guys seem to enjoy a mix of stuff with and without commentary, and so I'm gonna keep doing shit like that for now. There will come a time, probably once my dad moves out, where I will stop producing content without commentary at some point, because I do prefer to do content with commentary. That is how I prefer to do things. So we'll cross that bridge when we get there, I guess, but unfortunately that's probably a long ways off. I cannot wait, though, for my dad to move out, because once he does, again, I'll have so much more time to work on projects for you guys. Not to mention, again, I've never been much of a morning person. So ever since I've gotten to my dad's house, having to do these recording sessions, like get my ass up out of bed in the morning again and shit like that, I'm not always as energetic and lively. And I've noticed that, like going back watching my old videos and shit, I was a lot more, I feel like, lively and expressive and shit. And it's so hard to do that in the fucking morning for me, because I'm not a morning person. I'm really not. Like, I have to wake up, fucking chug energy drinks to try to get some kind of fucking energy going. It's just not how my brain naturally works. Like, I'm not a morning person. Like, I like to sleep in, get a proper amount of sleep, wake up well-rested, eat some food, and then start recording sessions. That's how it used to go back when I was living at my mom's house. And yeah, but once my dad moves out in a few years and retires and shit, finally really get some good shit done on this channel for you guys. Not that I haven't done good shit in the past, obviously, but still. I just cannot fucking wait for that. I cannot tell you guys how much I just want to be on my own and be able to do my own shit on my terms. That'll be so fucking nice, but unfortunately, still a long fucking way to go. Which, is aggravating, but what are you gonna do? I mean, my dad's offering me a free ride here. I don't have to pay any rent or anything. He doesn't make me pay any rent. I mean, in this fucking economy, you'd be stupid to pass up an opportunity like that. So, not really like I have much of a choice. I know there are people out there who are probably going to be like, oh my god, you still live with your dad and you're in your mid-20s or whatever. Yes. When your dad's offering you a free fucking ride in this economy, yeah. I'm in my mid-20s. I still live with my dad. You know why? It's the financially responsible thing to do. If that makes me some kind of fucking loser or whatever, because I'm in my mid-20s and I still live with my dad, okay, I guess I'm a loser for being financially responsible. My bad. Whoops. I guess I'm an asshole. Yeah, some people out there just way too judgmental about certain things, honestly. And granted, there should be some judgment about certain things, but some people are just a little too judgmental, in my opinion. Again, I try to keep an open mind about certain things and whatnot, and there are certain times, again, when people should be judged, beyond a doubt, but at the same time, some people just need to chill the fuck out, honestly. That's basically what I'm trying to say. Some people really just need to fucking chill the fuck out, man. Speaking of chilling out, this beverage is nice. Because like I said, it gets really fucking hot in this studio. Again, I always have my fan off because it creates too much background noise, and my door to the studio closed because, again, don't want any background noise or distractions or shit, so... Yeah, it's toasty. My nuts are gonna be roasting. Gonna be roasting some chestnuts, or more like some crotch nuts, I guess. All right. Anyway, Jesus Christ. All right, let's hop in. Let's actually do some gameplay here, shall we? That's what we came here to do, not to hear me ramble about shit. This beverage is hitting the spot right now. It is nice and cold. It's cooling my hot ass off. And that is a damn good thing. All right. See if we can figure this shit out today. Again, it's really interesting playing a game that, again, from my perspective, because I am a delivery driver in real life. So for me, this is kind of interesting.
Good morning, Providence Oaks. We're starting the day as we always do with a PO positive or pet peeve, followed by the weather.
Okay, so where are we going? Where are we going? What are we doing? Okay, so it looks like if I go... Oh, wow, there's a delivery way the fuck over there. All right. This is actually, it's kind of funny. This is kind of how it is, actually, like, for me as a delivery driver, because when I get to work... Like, we have these little phone things that we use to, like, scan all the barcodes for the fucking boxes and shit when we deliver them. And I can see a little map of plot points where, like, all my deliveries are. So this is actually kind of a lot like how it is in real life. Although in real life, they actually let me zoom in on the thing, even though there's supposed to be a zoom in button, but it doesn't fucking work in this game for whatever reason. So that's nice. I mean, again, it's an indie game, so you gotta expect there's gonna be some funny business. Assuming the people who made this game probably didn't have the highest of budgets. I'm impressed that there's as much voice acting as there is, honestly. So, yeah. Alright, so 205 and 207 Huron Circle? Maybe we'll knock those out first. Wow, excuse me, Jesus. Been drinking too much of that icy beverage, I guess. Damn.
PO positive or pet peeve? Dale, what's it gonna be?
It's a positive all the way, Jack. I went to Moe's Diner yesterday, and I don't think I've ever had blueberry pie that tasted so good.
Thank you much, Dale. That makes me want to get a piece right now. But the weather's first.
Oh, whoops, I was going the opposite way, the way I thought I was going to. Yeah, let's just back into traffic. That's a good idea. Yeah, okay, this is the way I want to be going. Now I'm oriented correctly. Oh, okay, so this is a cul-de-sac. Yeah, I love streets that have like a when I'm actually driving my delivery truck, I love like streets that have a like cul-de-sac thing like this, so that way I can actually loop my truck around and get out without having to back down an entire street. Because backing down an entire street potentially into traffic is terrifying. I hate having to do it sometimes. Unfortunately, sometimes you kind of have to, but it's quite dangerous and it requires a bit of luck. So yeah, it gets a bit sketchy sometimes. Alright. Probably do knock out both of these at the same time, since they're so close together. 207. $205.
Same handwriting as the one I delivered next door. I'm guessing party invitations?
Alright. Alright, now let's check the map. Alright, looks like if we go straight 351 Main Street. Alright, let's hit that up. See if I can figure out which one it is, though. Because they're not always clearly labeled. That's something that can be a bitch, too, when you're driving a delivery truck, is trying to figure out what addresses are what, especially, like, on businesses, because they're not always prominently displayed. And that's one thing, too. Like, I've noticed some houses, like, straight up do not even have a freaking number listed anywhere. And it's like, how the hell are you supposed to tell what's what? You just kind of go based off of the other houses around the area that do. And honestly, sometimes you just kind of have to guess, like, which house is what, if they don't have, like, numbers or whatever. Most of the time I get it right, though. Like, the vast majority of the time I get it right. I'm assuming this is it, based off of where we're at on the map. VHS and Betamax, holy shit. Yeah, actually I do remember VHS. I am old enough to remember VHS. We had a lot of VHS tapes, actually, when I was younger, that we used to watch. A lot of, like, old Thomas the Tank Engine shit, which I was really into, like, when I was younger. But yeah, a lot of that shit. I remember even a little bit later on in my childhood, we still used, like, VHS, because my dad would, on, like, Sunday mornings sometimes, we would watch Inuyasha, which was, the first anime that I really got into was Inuyasha, and my dad would, like, record all the episodes on, like, VHS so I could go back and watch them and shit, which was pretty cool. Alright, so I'm assuming this is 351, just based off of where we're at on the map. Again, sometimes they don't appear to be displayed anywhere. So, yeah, I'm not...
Oops. Left the package in the truck.
Nah, I was trying to look for the fucking address, you dumb bitch. I didn't leave the package in the truck. Sometimes I hop out and look for the address before I fucking actually grab the package to make sure I'm in the right spot when I'm actually delivering stuff. Oh, I know what that is. Yeah, Back to the Future. It's a Back to the Future poster. Because, again, I'm pretty sure this game takes place in, like, the 80s or some shit. Yeah, that's cool. Cool shit. Back to the Future is one of my favorite movies of all time. Back to the Present. That's funny. Oh, my God, that's actually fucking hilarious. Oh, that's good shit. I love that. Kung Fu Kid. Nice. Ghost Blasters. Alright. See what they did there. Gremlins. Oh, that's funny. It's kind of neat, like, the detail that they put into this. I'm impressed. Can't quite tell what some of that other stuff is, but yeah, they put a lot of detail into this. I'm impressed.
Welcome to the Flick Shack. How can I help you?
Got a package for you, ma'am.
Hold on. You're our new postal worker? Talk about not looking the part.
Is that a compliment?
Trust me, it definitely is.
Well, thank you then. Name's Meredith, by the way. Meredith Weiss.
Angie, Eastman. So, what brings you to Providence Oaks?
Grew up here, and now I'm back to do my dad a favor.
Ah, I myself have been here for 6 years.
And what brings you here?
Didn't grow up here, came to do myself a favor.
Touche, Mrs. Eastman.
Miss.
So, how's business?
It's booming. People in Providence Oaks sure like their movies. I guess it's because there's not much else to do around here. Might as well watch a flick, right?
You certainly have a lot of them.
Choice is everything. Nothing quite tickles the imagination like the right movie at the right time.
True.
Maybe I should watch more movies. Well, it was nice meeting you, Miss Eastman.
Call me Angie. And here, someone just returned this, and it should be right up your alley.
The postman always rings twice? My kind of humor.
Well, I don't know anything else about you, Mrs. Temporary Postal Worker.
Miss. But touche, Angie. All right. I'll check it out if I have the time.
Take your time. This isn't exactly the most popular flick in the shack, and there's plenty of choice regardless.
Okay. Well, it was nice meeting you, Miss Angie.
Same here, Miss Meredith.
Cool. But yeah, I like how much detail they put into this shit. It's quite impressive. Much more than I would have expected. Yeah, don't mind me. I'm just blocking the street. Although you can go around me, dude. Just saying. Alright, where to next? Looks like gonna have to go straight and take a right. 104 East 3rd Street. Wow, that's a really creative name. East 3rd Street. Alright, anywho. Yeah, 104 East 3rd Street. So I'm gonna go straight and take a right. Wait, shit, hang on. What was the number again? Sometimes I'll like look at the number and then like I'll even do this when I'm like delivering shit like in real life. I'll look at the number and then 2 seconds later I'll be like, shit, wait, what was the number? I have such a bad fucking memory. But yeah. But the other good thing is that I tend to be pretty like OCD about certain things, so like I always try my best to make sure that I'm in the right place when I'm delivering shit in real life. For the most part, anyway. 104 East 3rd Street. Although some of the houses like I've delivered to like in real life so many times now that I just know which houses are which. So, yeah. But yeah, 104 East 3rd. Is that 103? Hang on. Yeah, that's 103. So 104 should be this house over here, if I had to guess. Was it an actual package? I don't think it was an actual package. Yeah. Alright, there should be another one with an actual package, though. Hang on. What's this one? Damn it. 402 Pine, okay. Let's hit that up. Yeah, this is a lot like how it is in real life for delivering shit. Just look at the address, figure out where you're going, and then go. And then deliver shit. Except, unfortunately, I don't get to tamper with people's mailboxes, which would make certain stops a hell of a lot easier if I could, but no. I'm not supposed to, because only the USPS is supposed to fuck with that shit. Bunch of entitled motherfuckers. No, I'm just kidding, actually. All the, like, FedEx, UPS, because, again, I work for a smaller shipping company. But, yeah, all of, like, the FedEx, UPS, USPS, and Amazon people that I've run into have always been super nice to me. So, yeah. You know, like, when we're driving across the street, you know, I'll see them, I'll wave to them, they'll wave to me, all that shit. One of the dudes even saluted me. I'm like, wow, damn, that's pretty cool. One of, like, the Amazon drivers, he, like, saluted me. I'm like, all right, cool. But, yeah, I always try to make sure to wave to those guys. Because, you know, we're all in the same boat. I mean, we may wear different colors, but we're all in the same boat. We all kind of get it, you know. So there's a certain sense of camaraderie there. Even though we work for different companies.
We have established communication with ground control. How do you wish to proceed?
Tell them we've landed the rocket.
Ground control, we have landed the rocket. We will now begin our experiments.
Package for the Evans family?
Just a minute. Commander Grace, permission to explore?
Permission granted.
Yep, we're the Evans family. Could I just take that real quick? I'm kind of in the middle of a lunar landing.
Sure. Here you go. Nice helmet, by the way.
Why, thank you. I actually modeled it on the Apollo 11 crew outfit. Wait, what? Meredith?
Guilty as charged. I'm sorry. Who are you?
What? For real? You don't recognize your old best friend when you see her?
Wait a minute. Kay?
Great. And now I busted my colander. I knew opening the door in this thing was a bad idea.
I'm sorry. I didn't recognize you with the colander thing. The helmet.
Yeah, clearly. But it seems I'm not the only one who came in disguise.
Got me there. You've lived in Providence Oaks all this time?
Don't sound so surprised. But yes, I married Barry Evans. I'm sure you remember our high school star quarterback.
Mom!
Be right there, Commander Grace! Scanning for alien life forms. That's my little scientist back there. She's crazy about space travel, as you may have guessed, even after the whole Challenger thing.
Sounds like you're doing great. I'm happy for you.
Well, obviously a lot can happen in 22 years, so...
Time flies.
So, I heard you were back in town for a while. From Maureen.
That's right. I ran into her yesterday at the diner. Your Uncle Stan wasn't there, unfortunately. I must have just missed him.
Nope. It's Mo's diner now. Like I said, a lot of things happened while you were away. Also, I work there now. At the diner.
Oh, wow, that's cool.
That's great. Maybe I'll drop by sometime.
Yeah, we'll see.
Ready for a liftoff!
Listen, I'm sorry, but I don't really have time for this right now. Can't get stuck on the moon on my own, and I have to get ready for work. See you around, Em.
Good to see you, Kay. Evans!
Commander Grace, hold up! You'll never guess what I just found.
Hmm.
You can say that again.
Huh. Wonder what the backstory there is. But alright then. That just happened. But yeah, talking to people sometimes can be kind of interesting. It was funny because the other day I was delivering this package, and it was towards the end of the day, and I was actually kind of pissed on fucking Saturday because they mis-scanned, because the people who work at the facility loading our trucks, they're supposed to fucking make sure that all of our packages are scanned, and most of the time I go through my truck and double check that everything's scanned, because luckily my scanner can do that, and scan in anything that hasn't been scanned in properly. I went through my whole truck, and it was such a fucking mess because these fucking stupid kids that they have working there. Back when I was working at the loading facility, like, I actually knew how to load the trucks properly. These fucking kids don't know how to fucking do it properly because these morons don't tell them how to do it properly. I don't even think it's because they're lazy. I just think they're not even told, like, how to do it properly. So that is fucking annoying. So, like, I was going through my truck, reorganizing fucking everything, and there were still, like, packages crammed into spots where they were not supposed to be, even after I fucking tried to go through and rearrange and scan everything, and there were a couple packages that were not even scanned into my truck, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck are we doing here, people? So fucking, yeah, that was just so fucking annoying, man. But yeah, it was funny the other day, because, like, I was carrying this pretty heavy thing to somebody's garage. Somebody said something to me. I couldn't quite make it out. But when I was walking back to the truck, they were like, hey. And I'm like, hey. And then they were like, was that a 2-person lift package? Because there are packages that are supposed to be what they refer to as a team lift because they're super heavy. But the people I work for don't care. They'll give us super heavy packages and just not give a fuck and expect us to lift like 140-pound packages on our own, which, you know, that's fantastic. I'm not the strongest guy, by the way. You look at me, I'm pretty scrawny, okay? Like, I've built up a little muscle since I've started, but, like, still, I'm not the toughest motherfucker out there, all right? I'm not the strongest motherfucker out there. And, fucking, so, like, it was funny because this guy was like, he's like, he was kind of like across the street or whatever, and he's like, hey. I'm like, hey. He's like, I was gonna ask you. He's like, I was trying to ask you, is that a team lift package or a 2-person lift package? And I'm like, yup, sure was. And I lifted it by myself. So it's kind of funny talking to people sometimes. It's kind of nice. So. Yeah, actually, most of the people I've dealt with have been pretty chill so far, which is, again, very nice. So, yeah. Again, I've always said, most people, I genuinely believe most people are good, decent folks. Again, you can't believe everything you hear in the media about how everyone who disagrees with every little, or if you disagree with someone on one little thing, suddenly they become the enemy or whatever. Like, most people are just good, well-intentioned people who are just trying to do what they think is right. So, well, that's just my opinion, though. Maybe I'm a bit naive and idealistic. Who knows? But whatever. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end this part here. So, guys, stay tuned for the next part of this playthrough. Until then, peace out.